What's up, agents? The Infinite Defender drone is back, and this time, the setup is even more powerful. Today, I'm dropping an updated version of my original Defender drone hybrid. I'll link the old version in the description if you want to compare. But here's the deal. The main difference is the damage output. We've pushed the DPS much higher while only losing a tiny bit of health and armor, but the trade-off is more than worth it. Let me know in the comments which version you prefer. This build is a beast in PvP, but it works perfectly in PvE too, and because it doesn't rely on seasonal modifiers, you can run this all year round without changing a thing. Here's a quick bird's eye view. Since we are hitting 6 skill tiers, the Capacitor is a total must-have. For the gear, we're utilizing the Ninjabike Messenger Backpack to bridge together 2 unit alloys, 2 Brazos, and a Heliguard mask. This is all complemented by the Defender drone and the Artificer Hive. This setup gives you that lifesaver survivability with the infinite drone while still hitting like a truck. If you're hyped for this one, hit that like button and subscribe to join the squad. Let's look at the stats before we dive into the gear. The base damage on my Capacitor is 144k, which equals 150% AR damage, and we're pulling an additional 24% weapon damage from our chest talent. Stat-wise, we're sitting at 56% crit hit chance and 147% crit hit damage, plus 10% damage to targets out of cover and 12% damage to armor. And the best part? We've got an 82 round magwow sitting at 1.4 million armor and 561k health. It's pure aggression that doesn't sacrifice your tankiness. Here are a few more gameplay clips before we dive deeper into the build synergy. Let's look deeper. Here are the details of the build. For the specialization, we're running Technician. This is crucial for 2 reasons. First, the +1 skill tier allows us to spec more into armor cores on our gear while still hitting skill tier 6. Second, we get access to the Artificer Hive, which is the secret sauce that boosts our drone to infinite status. As always, make sure you've got your specialization points maxed out in the weapon damage node for assault rifles to squeeze out every bit of DPS. Our primary is the exotic AR, the Capacitor. This weapon is the king of hybrid builds for a reason, and one of my absolute favorite weapons in this game. It is the only assault rifle in the game that comes with both damage to armor and damage to targets out of cover. Its unique talent gives you 7.5% additional weapon damage per skill tier. Since this build hits skill tier 6, we get a free 45% weapon damage increase, making it hit as hard as a pure red build. The second half of the talent builds stacks for skill damage. We don't use damaging skills here, but it's a nice bonus for other skill builds. Also, as I mentioned, we've boosted the mag to 82 rounds, so you can keep firing long after your enemy has to reload. For the secondary, I'm using the SOCOM MK16 with Strained. You can't craft the SOCOM version, so you'll want to farm it in Countdown and look for damage to targets out of cover. With our massive 100-round mag, Strained is the perfect talent. After firing for 2.5 seconds, which is about 45 rounds, you get an additional 50% critical hit damage for the rest of the clip. You can also use the tactical MK16 from the bench if you prefer stability, but the SOCOM version has better accuracy with only a fraction less instability. For the sidearm, I run the quickstep for that plus 20% movement speed. I recommend rolling swap speeding it so you can switch back and forth between this one and your AR instantly. This pistol seems to be the new meta and should be in every loadout by now, but use whatever you're comfortable with. The heart of this entire build is the Ninjabike Messenger Backpack. Without its resourceful talent, we simply couldn't bridge these brand sets together. It essentially counts as a piece for every brand set you have equipped, while providing all three core attributes, red, blue, and yellow, which is just perfect for a hybrid. I've also got a crit damage mod slotted here to keep the numbers high. Moving over to the holster, we're running the Salvo, which is the named unit alloy piece. This gives us a nice 10% increase in rate of fire, an armor core, and a crit chance roll. It's easily one of my favorite new pieces for boosting the fire rate on slower firing weapons. For the chest, we have our second unit alloy piece, which is the named version called the Equalizer. Having these two pieces together unlocks our brand bonuses for 20% AR damage and that massive 50% magazine size. The chest features Perfect Obliterate, giving us a constant 24% weapon damage at full stacks. I've rolled this with armor and double crits. If you ever feel a bit too squishy, you can always swap this out for a regular unit alloys chest with Unbreakable instead. Next up, we have the Brazos gloves. By running two pieces here alongside the Ninjabike, we unlock the full 3-piece bonus. That gives us 10% skill haste, another +1 skill tier, and a second 50% magazine size buff. This stacking is exactly how we double our mag size, from 41 all the way up to 82. The gloves are rolled with a yellow skill tier core and double crits. The second piece of Brazos are the knee pads, with the same rolls as the gloves, skill tier core and double crits. The last piece of the puzzle is the Chill Out Mask from Gila Guard. This gives us 5% total armor and 60% health, which helps out enormously since we only have 3 armor cores on the build. I personally love the Chill Out because of the 2 mod slots, which lets me stay flexible with my stats without having to re-roll my gear every time I want to try something new, and it is way more effective on your exotic components while leveling up. Now for the skills. First is the Defender Drone, which gives you 68% damage reduction in PvE and 34% in PvP. That is a massive buffer when you're trading shots face to face. Supporting that is our Artificer Hive. This stays right on your back and automatically sends out micro drones to repair and buff your Defender Drone's duration. You don't even have to drop it. Just activate your drone at the start of a match and let the Hive keep it alive indefinitely. And that's the full breakdown of the build, agents. I hope you have as much fun with this build as I have. It hits hard and keeps you alive through the toughest fights. As mentioned earlier, this build is designed to work straight out of the gate in PvP, but also works great in PvE up to heroic content. If you are brave enough, you can try Retaliation or Legendary missions, but there might be better builds for this type of content. It works great all year round, in every season, without needing a single modifier, so you can just tweak it every season with new modifiers if you run PvE. Let me know in the comments what your thoughts about this build are, if you like these kind of hybrid builds, and if you've tested it yourself and what you would change to make it even better. I love seeing your versions of these builds. Thanks a lot for watching, for liking the video, and for subscribing. It really helps to grow the channel. If you are interested, you can check out my full build guide playlist popping up on screen right now, or jump straight into the next video on the right. Stay safe out there, have fun, and I'll see you in the next one, agents.